Medgar Evers, civil rights activist, was born on July 2nd, 1925, in Decatur, Mississippi. Growing up in a Mississippi farming family, Evers was drafted into the U.S. Army in 1943. He fought in both France and Germany during World War II and received an honorable discharge in 1946. Evers went on to enroll at Archer College in Norman, Mississippi in 1948. Initially finding work as an insurance salesman, Evers soon became involved in the Regional Council of Negro Leadership, proving up to the task in his first experience as a civil rights organizer. He spearheaded the group's boycott against gas stations that refused to let blacks use their restrooms. With his brother Charles, Evers also worked on behalf of NAACP. After being rejected from the University of Mississippi Law School, he volunteered to help the NAACP try to integrate the university with the lawsuit. Thurgood Marshall served as his attorney for his legal challenge to racial discrimination. While he failed to gain admission to the law school, Evers managed to raise his profile with the NAACP. Later in 1954, Evers became the first field secretary for the NAACP in Mississippi. As state field secretary, Evers traveled around Mississippi extensively, recruiting new members for the NAACP. Evers was one of Mississippi's most prominent civil rights activists. He fought racial injustices in many forms, including how the state and local legal systems handle crimes against African Americans. Evers' efforts to make things right made him a target for those who opposed racial equality and desegregation. He and his family were subjected to numerous threats and violent actions, including a firebombing of his house in May 1963, shortly before his assassination. In the driveway outside his home in Jackson, Mississippi, African-American civil rights leader Medgar Evers is shot to death by white supremacist Brian D. La Beckwith on June 12, 1963. Since passing, Medgar Evers' contributions to the civil rights movement have been honored in many ways. His wife created what is known now as the Medgar Marley Evers Institution in Jackson, Mississippi to continue the couple's commitment to social change. The City University of New York named one of its campuses after the slain activist, and in 2009 the U.S. Navy also bestowed his name on one of its vessels.